Hello everybody, I'm coming. Hi, Lucifera here. Hello. It's been such a long time since we saw each other, and today I am excited. I had good times and also a little bit rough times. So today I want to tell you about a particular spell that you can do when you are faced with challenges or blockages on your path. I had been in such a situation. I will not name the company who had treated me unfairly. Their employees treated me unfairly. I understood it like this. You know, I submitted one document after another, and the person was still unsatisfied. And I got that feeling that I recalled when I was small, the big guys wouldn't let me pass into my house. They said that, give us your candy, then you can go back to your home. This is the feeling I got when I was faced with this situation and with this particular person. And the strange thing is that after I did the spell, this spell that I am going to describe for you, I submitted the same document that that person was not willing to accept from me. And suddenly in the morning after I did the spell, I think that 6 hours later another person came into play, and I had submitted the same document and he was happy with the document. So you see, sometimes there is a kind of mobbing in the business world. Perhaps because I am a woman, and there are certain types of dominant men who want to show the woman that she should know her place. And this spell is tailored to battle these kind of men who play in an unfair way. Or perhaps, you know, sometimes you are discriminated because of your gender, simply because somebody doesn't like how you look, or maybe because of your nationality, your name, and so on, your background, or simply because you are a woman. Some men think that a woman should know her place and she should submit to a man, but he chose the wrong woman. So, and this spell is for those situations when you have been submitting and submitting your documents and the other party does not accept them, and you are doing this during 1 week and your brains are inside out and you don't know what to do, and at last you become so bitter and so angry, you know, that kind of anger when you can't stop thinking in angry ways. And I did this spell at last, and it resolved all the problems. So here is this jar with bleach. I have bleach inside. I described the situation on a piece of paper. I wrote it with ordinary ink, and I chopped the list with this description of the situation with scissors, placed it inside the jar, and added also graveyard dirt from a lawyer's grave, and shook this jar like this, and then I said to the present forces, to the demons, that I want this situation to be solved and resolved immediately, because I said that if you don't support me now, because they are acting in an unfair way, then you will have to support me when I decide to go for a court case with these people. And I called upon Belial, my patron, and I also called upon a demon called Surgat. Here is the seal of Surgat. I hope you see it like this, but otherwise if you Google Surgat from Grimorium Verum, you will find the seal. I think that I have designed some of his seals, and they are outside there somewhere on the internet. This demon is from Grimorium Verum, and he takes away the obstacles, all kinds of obstacles. And this is the seal of Belial from Goetia. People ask me, what do I offer to Belial? It's very important with offerings. I offer the best I have, the best I have. For example, I can take off my watch or my bracelet and I say that this is for you. I give you the best I love to wear of something, and of course foods and cigars and alcohol and whatever, because this is such a masculine energy. So think like if it's a big boss, what would your boss like as something you can give to your boss when he comes home to you? Maybe coffee and a cake and so on, or something else, maybe salmon. So these two spirits did the job for me, and Lucifer, of course, and the dead lawyer. So let's read about Belial, what he can do for you. I worked with him quite a lot, and he's also good for you if you are a woman, because Belial likes women more. It's my own experience, and he will grant you that kind of macho energy that you need to survive in this world. So the 68th spirit is Belial. He's a mighty and powerful king. He's ranked as a king according to the Goetia, and he was created next after Lucifer. This means that the energy of this being matches to the supernal triangle on the glyphotic tree or on the tree of life. You know, they are up in the upper regions, but according to the classification of Goetia, this is a solar spirit. So he appears in the form of two beautiful angels sitting in a chariot of fire, but you should trust your imagination. When you close your eyes, when you are doing the ritual, and you try to imagine how he looks, and suddenly a picture will come into your mind how this spirit looks, and he may look totally different to you as an ordinary man, or something like that. He speaks with a comely voice, and he declares how the spirits fell and so on. His office is to distribute presentations and senatorships. This means that he will help you to gain equal footing when you are treated in an unfair way, because this demon is all about politics and laws, and he will give you the favors of your friends, the support of your friends, and also the support of your enemies. This is just what happened when another person came into play and I had submitted the same document, and I got an email that yes, we have resolved this and everything is okay now. So I got very surprised, and I didn't know how to vent out my tension after I had experienced this kind of tension and anger during 1 week or 1.5. You become a wild woman when the anger builds up. He gives excellent familiars, Belial. If you work with him and then you need a familiar, just ask him that I need one. And he rules 80 legions of spirits, and here it is said that it's very important with the offerings, and I have told you this because if you don't show respect to this being, he may deceive you or not do what you are asking of him. And I have worked with Surgat also quite a lot. He takes away the obstacles like this fast. So this is the glyph, the glyphotic tree, and we say that Belial comes from this solar sphere according to Goetia, Thagirion, and Surgat comes from Golab, the sphere that is ruled by the planet Mars, this red sphere. And it's okay if your situation is such that you must summon them together, because you need to take away the obstacle and you need to bend this situation. When you see that that person is doing something illegal, then you have to summon these two to take away that obstacle, and also so that Belial helps you. So when did I do this spell? On what day? I don't even remember. I didn't note it, but I think that it was a Tuesday or something like that. So you will need 2 seals. You will need the seal of Surgat and you will need the seal of Belial. You will need a doll of the person, because when you receive the emails, note who is answering you. You just write that person and the company and so on. You don't even need to know how that person looks. It's okay if you know the company and the name. If you don't have the surname, it's okay, just write the name. I used a law book from my dead friend. He touched this law book a lot, and he was a lawyer. He was very skilled in law. So I placed this list with the description of the situation into this law book, and also these 2 seals. I stuffed them into this book. And what else? I used some personal objects that my friend used to wear quite a lot. His watch and his driver's license and his photo when I was calling all 3 together: Belial, my dead friend, and Surgat. Candles, I used a black candle, you see, like this, and I coated it with what was it? Olive oil mixed with bay leaf oil and sage oil, and then I powdered all this with crushed garlic. Yes, and you will need a strip of paper, a tiny strip of paper to insert into the head cavity of this doll, that we have come to a conclusion that we resolve this matter and we give her the green light. All her documents are okay and we like them, we accept them. You will also need honey to apply to this strip of paper and commanding powder. So you wrap all this, the strip of paper with the honey and with the commanding powder, and stuff it into this head cavity of this guy from that company, that guy who is mobbing you. And you see the result here. Here is this doll. And I do not say that this is a curse. It's not a curse. It's just that you are defending your rights because people don't understand law. They are doing something that they shouldn't do. I restricted this doll with pins and so on. And I poured out graveyard dirt onto this doll and the commanding powder, and I attached the seals of these two demons, Surgat and Belial. It was a long time ago, perhaps 10 years ago, a woman, I think she was a follower of shamanism, when she saw a picture like this that was posted by me, she accused me. She said, "What will happen to the target? Have you thought about that? What will happen to the target? They will die." No, I said, nobody is going to die. People don't die because of this, because you pour out graveyard dirt. When you pour out a specific type of graveyard dirt onto the doll, for example, from a lawyer's grave, it is like you fetch a law vibrating entity and attach it to that person who is crossing the law. So this entity kind of holds this person and gives him ideas that, stop, what are you doing? Because if you continue like this, she might really go and seek help and describe this situation in some institution, and they will give her some papers to fill in, and then the police will get involved and so on. So this kind of stops that person who is doing this thing to you. So it's good if you kind of use things that vibrate with law, for example, the law book. And also 6 hours before this ritual, you can place all you will use, the seals, the strip of paper for the head cavity, and the description of the situation in the law book or something like that. So, and this spell worked really fast. I was amazed. I woke up and, you know, after this ritual, I was so angry. Imagine you are like a wild person during 1.5 weeks. You are wild with anger, and then you summon the demons and give them instructions that now just sweep away this person from my life. Do whatever you think you need to do, but take him away so that the situation is resolved in my favor. And then when I was finished with this, perhaps it was 12 at night, and then I went to bed because I was so tired. I woke up in the morning 6, and I looked in my computer at once what's happening there, and I saw this email that, "Thanks, we have resolved." And I couldn't believe it. Yes, they had resolved it. So this spell, you know, when you cast it in such wild anger, it influences the people to change their attitude to stop and think about what will happen if we block her way. What will happen then? Then she will go seek help, and other people might get involved and start to, investigate what's going on. So now I have described for you this spell. Is it something that I forgot? Yes, you are wondering about the moon phase and so on. I'll say honestly, it does not matter. You can't wait for the moon to be full or waning or dark, and you can't wait for a particular astrological hour when you are so angry and you need to act in order to resolve this situation quickly. So do it whenever you feel pressed, like now I have to do something, whenever you are going crazy with, with bitterness and anger. How did I word? Well, I called Lucifer first, and I said that I have a trouble and I have problems with this and this, and I explained the situation, what it was. And then I called Belial and then also Surgat. After Belial I called Surgat, so I had 3 days in my circle and a dead lawyer. I said to the demons, I need your help urgently now. Do it for me. Please help me, because this is such and such a situation. If you don't help me now, then you will have to help me with other things when, it gets complicated. And I will be doing more rituals, and then I will be more angry, and then I will act out my anger, and people will suffer. And what else? I ask you to step in and banish the trouble. Free me of this situation and this person who is causing me all the trouble and the malice towards me that is coming from this and that. Set me free of their stupidity and so on, or mobbing, I have the right to kind of do these things because this is mine. This is my stuff. And then I called upon the lawyer like this. I was holding his objects in my hands, and of course I had graveyard dirt in a bowl, and he's my friend. He's my friend. I was holding this and kind of standing there in the cemetery, imagining myself there where we had, he's my friend, and of course it's a big loss for us. So I was standing there, imagining that I'm standing there and calling him, and imagining that he is coming towards the circle. And then I explained the problem, what kind of problem it was. And I can say that even if you don't see anything when you are doing the ritual, this does not mean that the demons have not come and the spirit of the dead person is not there. They are there, but just you are so stressed due to your anger that you have problems to, you are blocked by your anger, and you have to just trust that all these spirits have gathered there and they are listening to you, what you are saying, and they are accepting your orders. And this is it. And I told the demons that I will thank you for this job that you are doing for me. And that is why I saved this doll to show you how it looks. And it's not a curse. I didn't wish anything evil to the person. I didn't. And after you have done this kind of magic, you should throw away all this. But dispose off in a safe way. I had already spoken about problems with this kind of magic and how you are supposed to dispose of such dolls and so on. Well, and thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video, and bye bye. I'll see you again next time. Bye.